All right. Let's bring in our panel. Jonathan Cott, former communications director for former West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin, and Matt Gorman, executive vice president of Targeted Victory. So let's go to the messaging battle here, because it doesn't seem to be going that well for Democrats. There was this YouTube marathon that they had earlier in the week. I think viewership maxed out at about 400 people at a time. Do we have some video? I think we got some video of that. Maybe not. And then remember what Nancy Pelosi said when she was asked about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, saying she wanted to be the main negotiator between the Senate and the House. Listen to what Nancy Pelosi said.
There was a thought from the Republicans that AOC is directing this, and she said that senators are welcome to go to her office directly. Is she driving that?
Why are you saying such a ridiculous thing? She
Credibility
is not
to that?
directing this. She's wonderful. She's a real team player and the rest of that. You started by saying Republicans saying that she's directing this. She is not. Hakeem Jeffries is.
But AOC did say, and she was on video saying, if they want to come and see me directly, that's great. I'm here. What's going on with the messaging? This vaunted unity among the Democratic Party seems to not be in play.
If they can't stick to the simple message of Donald Trump shut down the government because he doesn't want to provide health care to millions of Americans, they need to stay off YouTube, stay off podcasts, stay off TV, go home, listen to the new Taylor Swift album. It's out today. Do whatever you need to do. But stop talking. Stop talking to the media. It is an easy message. If you can't handle that, get off every media. Listen to Nancy Pelosi. Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer are leading this. If they can't do it, go away.
Right. We had Douglas High sitting in that seat last night on Special Report. Here's what he said about the lack of a strategy in the Democrats. Listen here.
Where are Democrats now? We got to fight. We got to fight Donald Trump. If you look at the interviews today that Hakeem Jeffries did, he has no plan to land a punch, win a round, or win the fight. He says, if we stay around long enough, we're going to win. That's not a strategy. You don't win politically if you don't have a strategy.
Of a strategy.
He's an empty suit. I mean, there's more people in this room, I think, than watch the YouTube that he was trying to run. But yeah, look. Again, he doesn't have a plan out of this. This whole thing comes back to they are captive to the far left, who's demanding, as Doug says, to fight without a plan. And this is what it comes down to. They shut the government down because they're captive to their base, and Chuck Schumer is worried about a primary. That's what it comes down to. And so until they reopen the government, there's no negotiation.
So Chuck Schumer has said it's an absolute lie that they want money to pay for health care for undocumented migrants. This was put out, this is call for number 6. This was put out by the White House and the Speaker's office. This is a detailed breakdown of how much it will cost if the Democrats' continuing resolution were to go through and restore money that was cut for health care for undocumented aliens in the big, beautiful bill. It would amount to $192,813 million. Do you acknowledge, Jonathan, that this, in fact, is the case in the Democrats' CR?
No, I don't. The federal law prohibits it. If at some point in the state budget, states determine they want to do this, that has nothing to do with this. In the law that will be passed and is law,
right, but
it is illegal to do this.
But Medicare is on the hook for emergency services for illegal aliens who go into the ER anywhere in America. As well, law during the Biden administration allowed undocumented people who were paroled into the country, and there were millions of them, to have access to health care as well. So this would restore things that were cut in the big, beautiful bill, and in essence, would provide health care for certain undocumented aliens in this country.
Yeah. No, look, exactly. But do you want me to take John's word for it? Take Ro Khanna admitted it. Kathy Hochul admitted it. Look, money is fungible. So if the federal government is putting money in to pay for Medicare and Medicaid in these states, and the states are using that money to pay for health care of illegal aliens, hate to say it, it's exactly right. And the Speaker's office did a great breakdown of exactly this on X last night. Democrats have lost themselves when they're defending health care for illegal aliens as the crux of this whole shutdown.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if they can get the government back open and maybe negotiate the extension to these Obamacare tax
I think
credits.
the problem is there's such a lack of trust between Congress and the administration that it's hard to see a negotiation even happening. I think that's the biggest problem
Well,
right
they
now.
are where they are, and we'll see if
Yeah.
they stay there. Guys, good to talk to you.
to see
Thanks
you.
very
Talk
much.
to you.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.